Morning class 9th day. Again, we are here with a new topic, Russian Revolution. I already sent you one PPT and last year's outline video. Go through with it. I'm again revising point wise and these new point also. Russia was agriculturally backward country, dependent on agriculture. Contradiction. Agriculturally backward country, dependent on agriculture. Tsar Nicholas II was the king of Russia. Okay, and during the time 1914 to 1918, First World War, they faced several challenges and several problems. As we go through with the French Revolution, we know about that there were the four causes of any revolution, common cause, social, political, economic, and immediate cause. Similarly, here in the Russian Revolution, the same thing happened. That society was divided into two groups, labor and capitalist. Capitalists want to earn more and more profit, and labor want relaxation, lack of time. Their demand, genuine demands were there with laborers. So, in short, that the society was divided into two parts, laborers and capitalists. Then during the turbulent time of 1905, crop failure was there, people required trades and other things. Limited hours, for the limited hours, they start the position in 1905 and King issued open fire on laborers. This incident is known as the incident of Bloody Sunday. We also read about Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. We read about Vladimir Lenin, Stalin, joint cultivation program, and many more things in this chapter. So Russian Revolution is quite different from other revolutions because this revolution deals with several dimensions. That was the industrial society in Russia and the writing of Robert Owen, Louis Bassins, Friedrich Engels, Karl Marx generate the support for the socialism. What is socialism? That is also a new thing for us. Everyone is working for the society and society is working for the welfare of the people. So the turbulent times start in 1905 as we already discussed. During the First World War, they glorify the war, but this war was devastating for Russia. King Tsar Nicholas believed that after the war they won all the things, but it was not happened. Then two labor group was the Menshevik and Bolshevik. Mensheviks under the leadership of Prince Kansky and Bolshevik under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin. Two revolt held. First revolt held in February 1970. That is known as the February revolt. It was led by Prince Kansky. He followed the parliamentary methods, established the parliamentary methods, but he failed to maintain law and order because Lenin came from the exile in April 1917 and gave 3-point thesis. Redistribution of the land to the landless farmers, banks should be nationalized, and ban on the private property. With these three theses, he gained the support, civil war, and after that, October Revolt 1917, led by Bolsheviks under the leadership of Vladimir Lenin, he captured the power and then he introduced joint cultivation program. Although it was opposed afterwards, that the theory was failed to everyone is working for the state and state is working for the welfare of the people. But these points give the brief about the chapter. So we studied all these points in this chapter. With my old video, you can go through with it. Now, today's topic will discuss about age of social change. Society was changed as French Revolution gave the impression to each and everyone that was the first revolt led by French Revolution. That was the first revolt led by the common people. So same thing happening in all over the world and European nations. Now the problem with Russia was that, as I already tell you, that Russia was agriculturally backward country dependent on agriculture. Okay, so the society was divided into three parts: liberal, radicals, conservatives. With division, otherwise it was divided into two parts, that one industrialist and second level class. Liberals, they want that all religions tolerated, no religious influence, but they want elected parliament by the royal families. They were not democratic. Remember this thing. They want the parliament should be elected from the royal family or elite people, but they were not democratic. They tolerated all the religions. Radicals, they want the majority government, means this was the labor group. They want the majority should govern. Labor should govern the country. Third was conservatives. They were not in mood to change anything. They want all orthodoxy, all old design should be continued, but with the social change and the intellectual personalities' role, they were ready to accept the change slowly, gradually, but not within 1 or 2 years. They want this should be processed in 5 or 6 years. So today's topic is only this one outline for your remembrance. Social change, that French Revolution gave the idea of social change. Russia was agriculturally backward country dependent on agriculture. That society was divided into three parts: liberals, radicals, conservative. Liberals tolerated all the religions. They want elected parliament but not democratic. They belongs to the royal family people and elite people. Radicals, they want government was based on majority, means the majority farmers, laborers, traders, they were in majority. Conservatives, they were not accepted the change directly. They want that it should be in process by one they accepted the change. So our today's topic is these 4 points. I hope you understood.